Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is Mihir Magudia calling you from London today. So delighted to have this opportunity to be able to present the meeting today. It's been a few weeks since I've had this chance, and it's also wonderful just to see so many of you on the call from all over the world, from, Armin, Nico, Frank from Germany, and Larissa from Russia. Our new general manager from the Americas, Larissa, has joined us. And there's Rachel from the Philippines. Rachel, we've got a cracking event in Manila to talk about today. Lots of our Pakistani members, as always. There's Mohammed Salim and the rest of the gang. Robin from Trinidad. There's some cool stuff to talk about the Caribbean today as well, the Caribbean tour that we're planning. And of course, gosh, it goes on and on and on. I won't go on anymore because there's loads to get through, and it's a lovely day in August. And so let's crack on with the call. So, Leo Banking. Leo Banking is moving full steam ahead. Right now it's a vehicle for a series of incredibly exciting and revolutionary projects. We have the new video up on the leobank.com website. There's some cool stuff for those who register their interest. So it's a little thing, just put your email in, just register your interest in Leo Banking, and when it gets time, you'll be pleased with what you did and what you're rewarded with for doing, well, very little. But Leo Banking is one of these things that has the power to bring the rest of our ecosystem, the rest of our business together. Because if you think about what we're doing with Leo Coin, if you think about what's going on with the Leo Coin in the world, growing and being used by more and more people, generating solid volume, and really starting to get known about by more and more people. And if you combine that with the entrepreneurship, training, and the passion for business that we have, alongside that, you've got us starting small businesses with Leo Crowd all over the world and every continent there is. One of the things that's missing from that picture is a solid, modern, and exciting banking system that's willing to embrace digital currency, that can embrace global crowdfunding, that can embrace a real passion for global entrepreneurship. And with the Leo banking system and the credit union system that we're creating, we're filling that gap. We're bringing things together in a very, very exciting way. And we're just at the very first days of this. We're just at the early part of this story, which is pulling our whole ecosystem together. And it's the right time to be involved, and it's absolutely the right time to be part of it. Now, the very first project of Leo Banking is obviously this leogoldvaults.com program. Now, what we're doing with that, I'm not going to reveal too much more now. What we are doing with that is massively exploding the number of people you can talk to. We're again giving you another tool, another thing to talk about to your prospects with, another area of business to focus on. Because when you're pitching people, if you're talking about entrepreneurship, training, and education, it works for lots of people, it doesn't work for some. So maybe you talk about crowdfunding, and maybe that works for more people and doesn't work for others. Maybe you talk about digital currency, and that's what brings them in, and that's what doesn't. Or maybe all of that's too complicated, and you're sort of left, and perhaps you've missed out on a prospect that you didn't want to lose out on. With Leo Gold Vaults, we give you yet another audience to reach, yet another place to build business, yet another world to explore and go into. And if you think about the way gold fits along our other ownership platforms, along our other portfolios and models, it's a very, very straightforward fit there. And we're delighted with what we're planning there. And I assure you, every Leo member who's part of our business today, every Leo member that joins from today until we launch Leo Gold Vaults will absolutely get a better benefit there, will absolutely benefit from something additional that the people that wait till after it launches will not get. So not only is it a tool to build your business once it launches, it's also a tool to help expand your prospect list and expand your audience today. So a bit more about this Leo banking system as a vehicle. So operating in this banking system world, getting this tool that can bring everything together really does give us the platform to do so many exciting things. Hopefully all of you know by now that the ambition for the Leo banking system is to be the world's first digital currency bank. It's to provide digital currency with the network and the backing that it needs to really become a global value, a global means of transacting value. And that's sort of a medium to long-term objective with the Leo Bank, and is what we're planning to do with it. But in the meantime, there will be a series of exciting projects, a series of ways of using this banking system to grow the Leo business, to grow all of your businesses, and to help expand what we're all doing. And we allow all of our members to participate in the profits and participate in the benefits that that brings. So of course, there's the Leo banking ownership system where you can secure pre-shares as one of your ownership options. And that then, well, that again has you become part of the Leo banking system, of course, and benefit in everything we do in the future with it, but also makes you eligible for a potential dividend payment in Mauritius if you're able to get there. So lots of things going on with Leo banking. Leo Gold Vaults is the very first of many projects behind it, and there's more and more and more to come in the future. And I'll let Dan on the call next week or perhaps the week after tell you a huge amount more about Leo Gold Vaults. The other cool thing that's going on is the Discover Leos, which are available in 8 different languages already, have also been updated. We've got some new ecosystems there to look at. There's obviously the Leo coin ecosystem, which now includes Leo banking as part of it. And there's an updated Leo core ecosystem, which also has Leo banking part of it. And again, it's a helpful way of just explaining how the business fits together. It's a helpful way of displaying all of the exciting things that we do. Because one of the things that all of you will have noticed is that with Leo, there's so much going on. There's so much to talk about. There's so many people you can pitch with new and exciting ideas that sometimes having a good visual representation with the ecosystem is a very positive thing. So very, very pleased with that. But the thing to push for the next couple of days is the 888 incentive. Now, this came out obviously of the Chinese tour, which was called the 888 tour. But this replaces the platinum incentive from £500 of ownership to £888 of ownership, which is a fairly significant increase from the original. And there's only a few days left. And it's not about recruiting a new person and turning them platinum. Anyone in your business, any prospect you have who's bronze or silver or gold, who hasn't gone platinum yet, but joined, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 months ago, it doesn't matter when they joined, it doesn't matter when you recruited them, turn them platinum as soon as possible, turn them platinum the next 3 days and help them benefit from this extra ownership reward, which obviously helps them stake more if they choose Leo coin. It obviously helps them become instantly available for the dividend or the potential dividend in Mauritius if they choose Leo banking, and generally is a wonderful thing to help your prospects and a wonderful tool to motivate anyone in your team who hasn't quite gone platinum yet to make that final leap, to push that final hurdle just in the next 3 days. This isn't being extended. This was very specifically set up to run for 8 + 8 + 8 days and to be 888 and all about the 8s in it. So there's no chance that it will be extended. So don't miss out. Anyone you know who isn't a platinum member of Leo now, this is a great time to get them into the business and to send them platinum. So very pleased with that, and really don't miss out. It would be a shame if you did. Let's talk a bit about what's going on with Leo coin. For those of you following Bitcoin, you'll have seen some significant rises in the last few days. If you're following it closely, you'll have seen, gosh, let me look at my number right now. Wow, in the last 2 days, it has gone down almost 400 euros per Bitcoin, about sort of $500–600 per Bitcoin, which is a crash of something like, what, 20% or something. That's a fairly sizable drop in just a couple of days. And what we're seeing across the digital currency market is extreme volatility of ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. And that's fine. It's a new industry. It's a currency trading world. Things are going to change. The price will go up. The price will go down. What we've seen with Leo coin is actually fairly good, solid stability. In this time when everything's going rocketing and crashing and rocketing and crashing, in this time of pump and dump scams, this time of sudden ICO offers that promise the world and deliver absolutely nothing, Leo coin is there. It's steady. It's a stable, solid price right now. That if you think about proof of stake, if you think about the potential for a 20% reward on a stable value, that's incredible. That's something that almost nothing else in the world can offer. A stable, reliable value that comes with a potential of a 20% reward on top of it, depending on how many coins you have. So we're fairly pleased with this story of stability right now, and we're fairly comfortable about how Leo is faring in this world where things are just going all over the place, and one day you can make thousands of dollars, and the next day 50-60% of that value has just been wiped off because you fell asleep for a few hours. It's volatility that's uncomfortable almost in the wider crypto world, and in that world of volatility, Leo coin is providing a really solid, stable place to be with an incredible rate of return. And more people are starting to understand that. More and more people are seeing that, and we see that in the press and the news coverage that we continue to get. Leo has never been shy about itself. Leo has always gone out to the papers. Leo has always gone out to the market and told people our story. And Making Money magazine is just the latest in a series of publications which are talking about Leo, getting excited about what we're doing. And I think about a week ago or so, when it published a list of 10 people in the UK who it calls its leading names in the direct selling industry. 10 people total out of the entire direct selling industry in the UK is what is its list. And Dan was on that list. Well, obviously Dan would be on that list, being the chief executive of Leo and having such a profile here in Europe and the UK. But we didn't just get 1 out of 10 on this list of 10 leading names in the UK. We also got a member from Leo, Amir Barlas, who's a good friend of mine and a cracking member, building a great business all over the world. We have a UK list of 10 people, and 2 of that 10, 1/5 of the total, are from Leo. I don't want to be quoted on this, but I'm fairly sure that there wasn't any other companies in that list that had 2 people out of that 10. And so I'm very, very proud of Leo for being part of that. Very, very proud, obviously, of Dan for achieving that. But also many, many congratulations to Amir, if he's on the call. Can't see him. But I can see Mladen. Hey, Mladen, how you doing? Yeah, very many congratulations to Amir as well. Delighted for you, and it's a great endorsement of Leo's business in the UK alone and in the world generally. That in this UK market, where it's not our top market by any means, but it's an important market to us. We provide 2 of the top 10 faces in the direct selling industry, and so delighted to see us there. The other thing that's going on that will be of great interest to those of you building out in the Americas is a new series of webinars. Now, these are being run by Lerisson, and he is our new general manager of the Americas. And let me tell you, he has got some experience that you will want to hear about. He has got skills that you will want to understand and want to benefit from. So if you have people in those markets, if they speak Spanish, they speak Portuguese, Lerisson can support them. Lerisson can speak those languages and present in those languages as well, and obviously English as well. And the great thing about these webinars, which is a little bit different to the other ones, is that they are in an American time zone. So EST there, that is, I think, the time zone that New York is on. And so it helps us reach a new audience that perhaps can't get to this call because it's too early in the morning for them, or can't get to our other calls because they're too late in the evening for them. It's a series of webinars focused on people who can get to those time zones and want to build in those markets. So for all of our Caribbean members, for all of our South American and North American members, this is yet another helpful way to build your business and grow your markets. And again, it's available in 3 languages, back to back, every Friday and every Saturday. And if you have anyone in those markets that you think can benefit from this, and anyone in those markets that you're struggling to close, get them on one of these webinars, get them on one of these calls, and let Larison take care of them. But it's not just members, it's not just webinars, rather. We are getting out in the markets, and we are getting out all over the world. So I'm delighted about this event. It's only just been finally confirmed. With the next couple of weeks, I will be in Istanbul with one of our directors, Magnus Larsson, to help build our Turkish business. Now, our Turkish business is relatively young, but they've been doing some amazing things since they joined our business just a few months ago, and they've built up some decent ranks, and they've even got a couple of people qualified for Mauritius already. And bear in mind, all of them joined after we launched the incentive and in the final days of phase 1 for Mauritius. So we're very pleased with that. And so we're going out there to help build their business, and I'm delighted to be supporting that market. If you have anyone in Turkey, I'm sure some of our German members will have links out into the Turkish market at least. Make sure you're there. I'll be there. Melik, our country manager, will be there. Magnus Larsson will be there. It'll be a good opportunity to perhaps launch a new business for one of you in Turkey as well. And it's not just Turkey. The wonderful and talented Andy Hansen, who many of you have seen at events already, is doing with Rachel what can only be described as one of our most exciting events in Manila. Now, Leo will go all over the world. Leo will build in any country that we have leaders in, and we all know that one of our strongest leaders in the world has been Rach David. So Andy's going out there to support her, to help build her business. And Rachel, I know you're on the call, but let me tell you the struggles we were having. We were trying to find a picture of you up until 5 minutes before this call started, but we couldn't find one that sort of fit in with the quality requirements of this live seminar poster. But we'll get one sorted out, and as soon as we do, you'll have a great picture of Rachel standing next to Andy there to help promote and help sell attendance at this incredible live seminar, which includes a leadership training. And for those of you who've been trained by Andy, those of you who have this experience already, you'll know how great it is. And for those of you who haven't, anyone you know in that market, I know our Pakistani business has some legs in there. I know our Chinese business has some links in there. And I suspect there are others, given how many Filipinos there are all over the world, who have links and contacts into there. So next time you see this poster, you'll have an amazing picture of Rachel right next to Andy as well, which will help you sell more tickets, I'm sure. And but do get there if you can. And then we're back to me at the end of September for a bit of a Caribbean tour that I'm on. It's a fairly intense few days. I'm doing, I think, 3 different countries in 3 or 4 days. So on the 24th of September, I'm supporting a Discover Leo in Haiti. Following that, on the 26th, I'm in Martinique. And following that, on the the 27th, yep, the next day, that's going to be fun. The next day, I'm in Guadeloupe to do a live seminar on the future of digital currency. So 3 countries, 4 days, it's going to be intense. If you have anyone on those islands, if you have anyone near those islands, Robin, I'm talking to you, given that you're from Trinidad, I'm sure you have links out there as well. Get them to one of these events. It's 2 Discover Leos, concluding with a big live seminar on digital currency. I will be there. Our general manager for the Americas, Larison, will also be there. If you haven't met him yet, it'll be a fantastic opportunity to make that link and make that connection with him. I'm really excited about helping to build our Caribbean market out there, and look forward to seeing as many of you or as many of your networks and contacts as I can. And as I say, it's not just me who's out and about doing things. Dan is in Paris at the end of September on the 30th. I'm sure lots of you know people in France, and you should definitely go there. That's a Dan Andersson live seminar. So he will be not just talking about Leo, he'll be doing a specific live seminar training, which is really something special and is absolutely not to be missed. It's the event of Europe to go to in the next month or 2. It really is something you don't want to miss out on. And then he's straight off from Paris. He's off to Reunion a week or 2 later to help build a business in a small island just off the coast of Madagascar, which is very, very close to Mauritius, actually, and a beautiful, beautiful place. We've got a cracking market out there. So if you have anyone in the French-speaking market, contact them, ask them if they know people in Paris, ask them if they know people in Reunion, and get them to these events. They really are worthwhile. And I can see all of the names down here will have been to at least one of our events. You know the benefits, you know how useful they are for building your business. And then the other event that we haven't even got a poster for yet is another China tour starting on the 12th of November in Hong Kong. Last time it was Andy Hansen and Dan who did the 888 tour of 8 cities, 8 events, 8 days. This time it's me and Andy Hansen, and they've obviously decided that 8 events isn't enough. We're going to be doing 14 events instead. Well, okay, so from the 12th of November in Hong Kong, we'll be traveling 30,000 kilometers across China to support that market and build the Asia Pacific business. I know lots of you have links out there. I know lots of you know people who know people. You should, well, we'll release the dates and release the information in the next week or two. You'll get all the information there. We're traveling out there. You should send your people out there as well. You should get your contacts to attend any of these many, many events happening all across mainland China. It's a 14 event extravaganza, and of 30,000 kilometer travel. It's something not to be missed, and it's one of our biggest ever tours that Leo's ever done. So it really, really is something special, and something that we'll be delighted to share with as many of you as possible. Our conservative estimate for this is that we will train over those 14 events somewhere in the region of 5,000 to 10,000 people. So again, if you're there, it will be something very special to be part of. It's not often you get to be surrounded by that many Leo members with that much excitement and that much energy, and it'll be incredible to be there. So that's China this November, and Jeff and the gang will be sending out more information about that in the next week or two. Now, Mauritius 2018. Mauritius 2018. Lots of you have qualified, and I can see some names of people that I will be seeing there. And many, many, many congratulations if you're already qualified to get there. This is not something you will regret. This will be a trip of your lifetime. If you haven't, there's still a bit of time. There's a lot of competition for the final spaces. Jeff, your Skype's up. There's a lot of competition for the final spaces. Don't miss out. There's a lot more close qualifiers than there are spaces available. So some people will be disappointed. There's nothing I can do about that. We've hired an entire resort. We've hired the whole place. Every single room, every single inch of that place is being hired by Leo for this event. I can't make the resort any bigger. I can't build any more bedrooms between now and May. All I can do is hope that all of the people who I'd love to see there, all of the Pakistanis who I want to dance with, all of the Filipinos who I want to celebrate Manila with, all of the Europeans who I want to celebrate with as well, everyone from all over the world who I want to see there makes it. And because there's nothing more depressing than actually qualifying for the event and not being able to go because you left it too late. So 148 rooms, almost 400 people who are quite close to qualifying. So a fair chunk of you, a fair chunk of those close qualifiers are not going to make it. And that's very, very sad. So don't be one of those. Be one of the people who qualifies. Get yourself to Mauritius. It's an incredible event. There's the lifestyle, there's the resort, there's the training, there's the incredible gifts that we always give. And also there's the Leo banking dividend thing as well, or the potential dividend for Leo banking as well that you might get there. So there's more reasons than I can imagine to get yourself to Mauritius. And I really hope that no one I know misses out on it, because that will be sad and depressing for you and for me. So make sure you get there and don't miss out. You can't say I didn't warn you. So I really did. And use it to build your business. Use the 888 incentive to build your business. Use Leo banking and the Leo Gold Vaults story to build your business as well. And don't forget, we're still running an improved member bonus. We're still running a fairly decent reward in addition to all of the other things you get for the core product. And just like the last member bonus, just like the one that we had before, this will end at some point too. I don't know when. It depends on how the market going. It depends on how also the price of Leo coin. It depends on all sorts of different factors. But it will end. It cannot last forever. So don't delay. Use this to build your business. Use this to make people take action today instead of letting them wait till tomorrow, because the exclusive member bonus, with all of the benefits that it comes with, is something worthwhile pitching. And again, help with all of the other things you can talk about and all of the total Leo growth and vision that you can get excited about and explain to people. It's also the Leo Smart 3 app. Some of you use this incredibly well. Some of you have yet to fully engage with it. It's for the people who I've seen use it well, they have had some superb results with it. They have communications constantly with a core group of Leo Smart app people who they brought in, who they got excited with just their one Leo coin reward, and it really is working out for them. Obviously, Leo Smart 4 is on the way, but the best thing to do is to build up the Leo Smart 3 membership as well. Get used to using that, because then when Leo Smart 4 comes, you've got a team full of trained people who are used to an app, used to building their business in this way. It's really worthwhile to get involved and start to understand it. Use it to get to Mauritius. Use it to build your business all over the world with nothing more than a mobile number to start with. We've made it as accessible as possible. It's on Android and iOS. It's on the major Chinese stores as well. There really is no excuse why you can't have it and why you can't use it. So what do I want you to do this week? Use these 3 days. I think if I had to pick one thing for you guys to do in the next couple of days, use these 3 days before the 24th. There's no extension coming for this platinum incentive. It's not about recruiting a new person this time. We've been incredibly generous with this 888 incentive. Instead of £500, go platinum and get 888. Simple. Use it to build your business. Use it to turn everyone in your team platinum. You should have set yourself a goal that on the 24th of August, nobody in your team should be bronze, silver, or gold. Every single person in your team should have gone platinum, because on the 25th of August, if they go platinum, they only get the 500. And it's a solid lift. It's a decent increase, and it's one worth doing a little bit extra for in the next couple of days. Once you've done that with every single person in your team, check out Leo Banking, get used to the idea of it, look at the video, register as a founding member, because there will be something special for those people who did that very easy action. Do that, understand Leo Gold Vaults a bit more. There's more and more information coming about it. Use it right now as the tool to tell your people that even if they start the business now, even if they got involved now, when we do launch Leo Gold Vaults, there'll be something extra for them. There'll be something extra for all of you. There'll be something not massive necessarily, but something special for all of our existing members, so that no one feels left out, and that our existing members get more than anyone who joins after we launch it. And then, of course, I've said it to death. Don't miss out on Mauritius. It's really, really not something you want to miss out on. The plans we have for it, the gifts and the bonuses and the dividend and the lifestyle and the beauty and the boats and the beaches. It's an incredible place to be. What a place that I cannot wait to go back to. I'm very excited about it, and May cannot come quickly enough for me, and hopefully for all of you as well. And of course, you've seen all of the events that we're doing in just the next few weeks. Get yourselves there, be at the events, get your teams there, get your prospects there, take a look at your contact book, take a look at your Facebook and your Twitters and your LinkedIns, find people you haven't talked to before, find people who you weren't successful with the first time, and tell them that there's a great event going on in Istanbul or Haiti or Manila or wherever they are in the world. There'll be something that they can get to, and get them there, and that will help build your business, perhaps in a new country. That will help perhaps even open up an entirely new country for your business, and that is an incredibly successful thing to do, and something that can really transform your success. So it's a beautiful August day. I don't want to keep you any longer. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your time. I've not seen any questions come through, just various funny comments from Rachel. And I'm so fortunate and delighted to speak to all of you today, and look forward to next week when I believe Dan is back, and he can tell you more and more about what's going on with the Leo business. Have an incredible week. Good luck building your business, and use all the tools at your disposal, and don't let anyone get away. Have a great week. Thank you very much.